What's up, y'all? Welcome to Street Politics with Talisha. You know me, I always just want to chime in on a few things. I just had a different perspective. Not that I woke up, I always felt this way, but when you believe in what you believe in, stand on what you believe in. Now, I talk about politics, I talk about my views and how I view things and how I see things. That might not be for everybody. So, you know what I'm saying? It might not be for every person that's black, that's a conservative. I'm standing on my own true values, not the values off of what's going on immediately in the masses of the crowds today. Because you just have to see things. A lot of stuff that's going on, a lot of people see the foolery. You can weed out the foolery. I tell people all the time that send me different stuff about different people that's, riding the Trump train, or that is a Trump supporter, only because of, with some they can profit off of it, some are profiting off of it, but they don't really truly believe in that. And you really can get a pass. Now, I have to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything. I have to be honest with you. If you are black, and you leave in the Democratic Party, and you become a Trump supporter, especially if you a loud Trump supporter, you would get a lot of support on a lot of things. A lot of people don't really genuinely support it, but they just know if you are those things. Because no one cares about anyone white being a Trump supporter. Don't nobody care about anyone that's Asian being a Trump supporter. But if you are black and you are a Trump supporter, it's like a target from probably two to three different kind of people. You have some people that truly, honestly believe that you're a Trump supporter, you support his mission and so on, and his policies and whatever, and you support the administration. You have some that feel like, hey, look at them. We finally got them to realize, and now they over here with us, this, that. Because I have heard this. People have said it to me. And then you have another set that's mad that you are. So it's just like, what do you do? That just goes to show you that you cannot please everybody. Now, there are some clowns, and yes, I'm saying it. There are some clowns and people that do not really support Trump. They only ride the wave because you can make a few dollars off of it right now. But let me tell you something. I hope you're listening to me. You better get all the coins you can make up off of this, because when Trump is out of office, you out of office. You're done. You made your mark. You made your claim. Like, this is just about him. Now, me personally, the reason why, before I became a Trump supporter, I became a conservative, and this was after the election. I tell people, I don't hide it. I tell people, yes, I did vote for Hillary Clinton. I always voted for Democrats. I wasn't never into politics the way I am into politics now. I probably should have turned that way, but I wasn't into politics like that. So it's like I wasn't really too much paying attention or didn't care about what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really pay attention. So after the election with Trump, I started paying attention, because in my mind, I'm like, how in the heck did they let this man become president? This is my thinking. So then I started looking more closely. I started vetting things more properly. Then I'm like, I started just looking all over. One thing about me, I'm not closed-minded to anything. When I was in college, I took world history because I wanted to know how other religions, why did other religions think the way they think? You know what I'm saying? I'm not closed-minded because I'm a Christian. So I wanted to see and understand other religions. I always challenge my mind like that on certain aspects, except for politics. I didn't know. Everything in life that I ever did, I always challenge my beliefs, or why did I believe? You know what I'm saying? That's how I went. So I would look on all sides of course, I'm gonna look at sides of the Democratic Party first, because that's who I've been voting for all my life. So I'm hearing this stuff. I mean, even saying some of this stuff, going along with the flow, going along with saying the same things, and not even knowing. I'm just saying this because somebody popular might have retweeted it, and I'm just going with them because I know they know what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? But this is me honestly telling you my opinion. So then I started following conservatives, and I'm all like, be honest, I don't even think I didn't even know if it was a difference with conservative and I just always knew Democrats and Republicans. That was it. Never paid any attention to conservatives, liberals, libertarians, none of that stuff. I never paid attention to none of that stuff until now, or whatever. Sorry, y'all, this my bra. So I started following other conservatives. So every I wouldn't say talking point, some of them was talking point, but all the stuff they were saying, it was a hard pill for me to swallow, because that was something that I wasn't used to. So in my mind, before I even fact checked anything, they was a liar. I called them liars when they used to be over there talking about the Democrats was the one. Republican freed the slaves. They was liars about that. They was liars about all this stuff. This stuff is a lie. Until I said, you know what? Too many people are saying this, Talisha. Now you being naive and goofy. Now it's time for you to put your thinking cap back on. So I started doing research on the party, research on what the party stand for. I always knew what happened in my hood, because one thing, I always tell people, I have a nonprofit organization called Healing Hearts Foundation. I started that after my last time I caught a case in 2013. That was the last case I had. Well, I caught the case before. That was the last time I did time, but that was the last case I had. So the last case I really had, because that happened in 2010, but I ended up doing time in 2013, something like that. But 2013. So this was in the midst of me wanting to change my ways in my life. I said, you know what? I need to help my community. Now, this is way before politics. So that's when I started Healing Hearts Foundation, because I'm from the projects. I'm from the hood. I know hands down what goes down in the hood where I'm from, in the city where I'm from. I see the struggles that we have. I was that same struggle. So I started Healing Heart Foundation to stop some of that. When I started it, I just registered the name, got me a EIN business number, and people, why you don't have a website? Why you don't have a 501c3? Because that wasn't my goal. I know I was supposed to set stuff up like that professionally, but people in the hood ain't getting on the internet going and searching for no local nonprofit like that. So you know what I'm saying? You have to understand where I'm coming from. And understand that's how I move my nonprofit. And a lot of people, when I did my nonprofit, it was other people, other black folks in Cleveland, Ohio. They didn't want to do stuff with me, so I started doing stuff on my own. Then when they started seeing me in the light, I had the mayor, always had the mayor at my events every year. This past was my 7th annual back to school drive. That was the first thing I started doing. Where I grew up at on 30th in the projects in Cleveland, Ohio. Every year I give a back to school drive where I get their hair cut, I get their hair done. I have activities based bouncy house, face painting, food to go, having different speakers, and I get them book bags full of supplies. Now, when I do something, and I will give you a link to my page where you can go down there and you can just see, but you can fact check what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So some of them kids, that's the only book bag, and I would go through, have clothes donation for my friends and for my kids, and we have had the kids just picking out some clothes and some shoes they want. Some people, them the only shoes that they had for the whole year. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, I focused on that, and I would talk to the parents, you know what I'm saying? Try to help the parents with any resources that they need, get that stuff out there to them and everything. That's how my nonprofit works. I don't get big funded. I don't get grants and different stuff like that, because not that I don't want big funding, not that I don't want grants, but I don't want to be consumed to doing, I want to do whatever I want to do. So I raise my money however I raised it. You know, I have even said GoFundMe's and never gave me a dime. But one thing that people need to, don't ever forget, I am from the streets, and I'm going to get it regardless. Not saying just because I'm saying I'm from the streets, get it regardless. That does not mean that I'm talking about anything illegal. Let's just say that before some of you get confused. But, you know, I made it happen. You know what I'm saying? Them kids, I can go down there today and just go around there. They're like, that's the one, but give us the book bags. You know what I'm saying? What you got for me? Because in the meantime, a lot of stuff I don't post. I go through my stuff. I get them, give them, stop in the midst of a lot of donation, or if I go through my clothes, I get them stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I know the issues in the black community. I know the issues that hurted the black community, such as welfare and government programming. Now, I've been knowing this all my life. Never paid attention to who gave it to us and this, that. But now that I'm in politics and I see what's going on, now it's time for me for a change. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people in my hood, they look up to me in a different way, because you got to understand, they ain't never been to no White House. No one never invited them. And some of them like Trump and some of them don't, but it's not even about Trump. It's about, dang, man, Talisha made it to a White House, like somebody, she from the hood, like that's our people. You know what I'm saying? So they look up to stuff like that. So it's just like, now I'm learning about, speed it up a little bit. I was learning about conservative, following other conservative followers, and fact checking things they saying, researching things they saying, and so on. So I found out, like, well, really all my life I always had these values. I always been a Christian. I never liked government. I don't like to be taxed. I like to be freely think and do as I am. I love capitalism. You know what I'm saying? I love to capitalize off of anything I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So those are a lot of values that I grew up with anyway. So that's when I converted over. And then I started looking into Trump on my own. You know what I'm saying? Because before Trump was in office, I was a big fan. I'm talking about big fan. I love Trump. You understand what I'm saying? Where am I going? I love Trump. I was a huge fan of his. You know what I'm saying? But by the media, and by me being so close-minded to the media, and it's the same media that when somebody in the hood get killed, if they was incarcerated, instead of putting this person up that just lost his life, they'll put up a jail picture. They'll shame the victim. If you was black and had a crime, the media would shame you. So I've been talking about the media we in the hood been talking about the media way before Trump came along. Us in the hood been talking about the government and the feds, so how they treat us, and so that's when I realized, like, damn, it's something about this man. This is the exact same thing that happened to people in the hood. And that's what I try to give people, whether you like him or not, or like what he's saying, want to say, all that racist. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think he's racist. I'm entitled to my opinion. But when you see how the media do him, how the feds, the government has done him, this is the same stuff they do in the hood. So it's now like, what do? Do you stand on your ground? Do you stand your ground and stand on your beliefs? Because at the end of the day, I'm a conservative that supports Trump. I'm not just a Trump supporter and that's it. Because long after Trump gonna be gone, I'm gonna be around still talking about politics and different things that goes on in a political world. I'm not basing my platform off of Donald Trump. I'm not trying to make $1 off of Donald Trump when I know I can. I can be like some of these fools that we seeing on the internet. I can be just like them and will get the support. But that's not what I'm about. First of all, I have morals and pride. People are getting exposed left or right with the Trump train. I mean, God tell you that. I was telling one of my friends the other day, don't you worry about them. God will expose people. You just sit back and do you. That's what I said. I ain't got time to be arguing with these trolls. I don't got time to be writing dissertations on why I like Trump and giving you 20 things that he did for the black community. I'm not going to do all that. I'm not going to do all that. What I'm going to do is keep talking about what's really going on, how you can weed out the fake news from the real, how you can do the research on your own, and also work on bridging the gap with the GOP and black voters, because that's a problem. I can't sit up here and act like just because I'm a conservative, which way I'm going, that I'm running over to the GOP side. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like they have a disconnect with black voters. A lot of stuff, you have some black voters that's mad because they don't like people using the term, calling them slaves. When you say you on a Democratic plantation, basically you're saying somebody is a slave. I don't say that, but some do. And that's offensive. You should be able to win a voter over by not calling them a slave. That's not how you get black voters. And then again, I've been in the hood all my life, and I have said this before, the GOP has never came to my hood. I never got a knock on my door from a GOP candidate. I never in my life seen a GOP candidate give a picnic in the hood. And then when I say this on Instagram, you have people coming up under my comments making stereotypes and saying this stuff so boldly as if this is right. They say stuff like this. Well, if the GOP tries to come over there to the black community, all they do is yell and cuss them out. Y'all get yelled and cussed out all the time at y'all townhouses. So what's the difference from going to a black community and get yelled and cussed out? I don't know what's the stigma. You think if you go to the black community, like you just got to, like you going on death row, or like you going in Iraq or something? Like, I don't understand where, that's stupidity. And when somebody say that, that's the level of ignorance that they're on. And I say ignorance because you don't know. You do not know because you have not went. I've been seeing the segment when Diamond and Silk just did something. They were saying that people, I guess, was saying to them why Donald Trump don't go to black communities, and their response was, well, because he don't have to. He invites you to his house. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. He go to other places. Yes, he do. He don't get a pass on urban communities because he invited some black conservatives. Everybody don't go to stuff like that. The conservatives that went through the black, what am I trying to say? The conservatives that went to the White House up under the Black Leadership Summit does not make up for the whole masses of the black community. Candace Owens is not the whole black community person. It's other people that don't even know nothing about Candace. I can go to my hood right now and ask them if they know Candace Overson. They're gonna be like, who? They don't know her. So I can't sit up here and just expect for Candace Owens and Turning Point USA to be the focal point of urban communities. No, these people reach out, canvas, and go door to door like you do in the other neighborhoods. That's unfair for you to sit up there and say that. And then sit up there in the same token tell us to get off the Democratic plantation when you scared to come off the porch. You won't even come off the porch, but you telling me to come off the Democratic plantation? What sense? What sense? I mean, is anybody, do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, what on earth sense does that make? That doesn't make no sense at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's a disconnect. And I think that's where I come in at. Like I tell people, I can't fix the world, but I can fix a part of the world. I am a part of the conservative movement, but you have other conservatives that's doing other things that's better than me. I would have moved out your way. That's better than me and have more expertise in certain skills, and I'm okay with that because I don't know everything. I'm learning as this day go by. You know what I'm saying? So if my expertise is the black community, that's where I came from. I know our struggles. I know our hard times. I know what we need. And what we need has nothing to do with money. Of course we need money. But if you give me money and I don't know what to do with money, what I'm going to do, be back broke again? I'm going to be just as broke as I was right before you gave me the money. So we can go into the black households or even poor neighborhood households, go in there and build the household back up. We'll have a better chance of building better people, whether they want to be a conservative or whatever they want to be. So that's my whole focus. You know what I'm saying? Like helping you understand some folks that you never been around. Because professors and books, that means nothing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I went to college and got a degree and that don't mean I'm an expert in the classes that I took. Just because I read up on it and got the knowledge on it, that don't mean nothing. I actually lived through this. I lived through what people on TV talking about what we need. How is it y'all have people on the front outreach with urban community and never lived through it? That don't make no sense. And one thing I can say about urban communities and black communities, some already have a stigma. So if you put your best dressed black or white person on to go down there, they are going to be defensive. You have to bring people that mirror them. Not mirror them in skin, yes, that too, but to mirror what they have been through. I don't want no silver. I know silver, it's hard to do certain things. So that's just my take. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like somebody coming to me because I was a sexual assault victim, but they never been sexually. So how you gonna comfort and console me about something you never been through? You read about this. You know what I'm saying? Like certain stuff, you have to have stuff that mirror what you trying to fix. And I think a lot of people get a lot of things misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? And think just one person represent this. A lot of them people that's on there that's black and that a lot of people, they don't represent everybody. They represent certain people, and it's okay with that. It's nothing wrong with that. I don't represent everybody. Neither am I trying to. But I do represent a group of people that I can help you more so understand, and also help you help them, and also help bridge the gap. But as I was telling people earlier, I was talking on the phone with, listen, a lot of these people that's fake Trump supporter, they fading off already. They being exposed already. I don't got time to keep talking about them people. they talk so much that they saying stuff out their mouth that's eating them up. You don't even have to do anything. You don't have to do anything or say anything. These people are eating themselves alive. So you know what? They gonna fade off. I'm still gonna love Trump. I'm still gonna support Trump. I'm still gonna be a conservative. I'm still gonna be over here fighting for the movement. But a lot of those people, they closing doors. First of all, a lot of them they know ain't about worth nothing. Then a lot of them shutting down doors as if Trump gonna be the president for forever. So the fake always exposes itself. I'm not even about to. I'm not gonna use my platform to expose fake people. They doing a good job of doing it themselves. And that's just my take on that. I thought I was calling this. I don't know what this video is going to be called. Weeding out or whatever. But I'm going through a whole revamping of street politics. I named it street politics for a reason. I'm from the streets. We have a voice. We have a message that needs to be heard. We have been crying out so long to the Democratic Party. And we also need to understand this. The government cannot fix your issues. It starts in the home. I want to build my platform up to fix the home. If you can fix the home, give me some more Family Matters. Tyler Perry, you're a perfect good example. You own 100% of your studio. You are the Black Hollywood. I know I might disagree with you on some political stuff, but I cannot sit up here and act like I don't deny the fact. I cannot sit up here and act like I give you the utmost praise and the utmost respect from how you came. You came from nothing. You came from sleeping in the streets, on street corners, in and out cars, on the ground, sleeping on the ground, being molested. You took all that and did all what you did, and God blessed you with a studio. I mean, not a studio. Why I keep on saying studio? I'm sorry. A production film company, not a studio. I'm sorry. A production film company. You have the opportunity, Tyler Perry, to change the Black narrative. Bring back Black family. Bring back the Black father. We got enough nigga shit. And if for you that don't like that word, oh well. We have enough nigga shit on TV. We need some true Black leadership. We need some true Black. Make Tyler do some cartoons. Bring the man. You have the opportunity to change the narrative for Black folks in that perspective. Because we living in a generation that believe lyrics. See, when I grew up in rap, I grew up in gangster rap. I'm 37 years old. I grew up in gangster rap. We did not listen to gangster rap and go outside and shoot up the block or go outside and try to sell everybody some dope. We knew this was just gangster rap. This generation don't know how to distinguish that this is not real. Some of these people that's rapping to you got wives, got a whole family, and their kids don't even listen to rap. Let all that sink in. So this generation, they need something else. I don't not Mona Scott for what she doing with Love and Hip Hop. Sis, get your coins, but we need to bring the Black image back. We got to bring the Black family back, and Tyler Perry has that in his hands. He has the power to do that now. You have the power to change the narrative. I wish I had that power. I would have so many good Black TV shows showing good Black working families and all kind of stuff. Of course, I have some stuff with the bad, but my main focus would be on that. So that's my only hope that I wish Tyler Perry come with his production company. Is beautiful, and that's just amazing. But that's what we need to get back to. public discord, because like I tell people, after Trump 4 years, a little stuff go back to normal. Then people you really gonna see people you really gonna see people for who they really are. And so that's just my thought on things. Thank you for tuning in with Street Politics with Talisha, and I'm revamping a lot of things. I'm coming back I'm not coming back a whole totally way, because I'm not going nowhere. But I'm just thinking some things. I'm thinking for the future. So if I'm thinking for the future, my fight can't just be Twitter and social media. It has to be another way. Even though I do others, but it's just a whole thing that I'm ready to step up to forefront and do. And I know a lot of people I won't be probably on the forefront or your local news station, because I can't be condemned in a box. I need to say what I want to say, and I gotta say what I want to say, and I don't need nobody telling me that. So that's my thing. Thank you all for tuning in with me. Make sure you subscribe and share this, and give me your thoughts below. Have a blessed day.